folks, it's a new day, it's a new hustle every day. Listen, the struggle is real when you're trying to do decorations. The struggle is real. That's not gonna sit there like that. We're actually gonna put that love, I kinda like that, but we're actually gonna put that love on a floating shelf right there. And those are actually books. You've probably seen those in the last place we lived at. It was on top of the fireplace. They are actually books that someone has actually cut books in the shape of L-O-V-E, love. Very nice. Or as Will Ferrell would say, what's love backwards? Evil. No, just kidding. Anyway, let's come on over here. Let's flip some more lights on, see what the missus has got herself into. Some of these items are just sitting here temporarily until we figure out a better fix. I'm not sure if that's too cluttered. I kind of dig it, but once everything is all set, it might look a little bit more streamlined. A little bit cluttered right here, but not all bad. That will probably move to the entertainment center. The couch is finally here. Thank you, Mr. Sleeps a Lot, for coming over yesterday, and we hoofed that up the stairway right here, looking fantastic, no damage, awesome, and we like that. Mrs. has now put some little decoration pieces on the stairway. Entryway, of course, is already set up. Coming over here, the couch is officially out of the garage. Here, our decorative pillows are back on the couch. Coffee table, all this action right here. I sat here this morning, read my Bible, had my oatmeal, and I was thoroughly thankful that I had a couch to sit on instead of right here. It was actually hurting my backside. So let's go ahead and show you the mission for today. The mission for today, if you should accept the mission, which I hope you do, is we need to get that TV on the wall, and we need to get this entertainment center centered up properly with the couch, and we need to get that entertainment center on the wall here. You're like, Chris, you're alone in the house. How are you gonna do it? Well, those things are only ballpark 30, 40 pounds per each one of those little slabs. Now this right here. Now the bottom ones, of course, are gonna be on the bottom. The top ones, what I'm actually gonna do here is there's still saran wrap. I'm gonna put a towel down. Then I'm gonna get one of those stools right there, maybe even stack a box or some books on top of that stool so I can have perfect lift. I'll go ahead and find the studs with my magnetic trick, and then I will drill on into some studs. And then this one here, I'll do the exact same thing. If I don't find studs in the equal proper portion that I need to do, I will use butterfly anchors again like we did on the last two places. Sweet. But due to the construction of these new places, they might have what they did at our first apartment, 2 sheets of drywall and plywood. That's for sound, because obviously you're like smushed in between neighbors, and when you don't hear your neighbors, it's a lot better. So anyway, then we're gonna of course put the TV on the wall. This is probably gonna go up in the spare bedroom office here. I actually have found another shelf. We actually found this. Jay Horder and I found that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and do a 2-level tier here. That will go next to the dresser upstairs. We'll get a shot of that later on. But again, folks, this is gonna take quite a few hours to accomplish this mission right here. And then when the missus gets home, all the organizations, the clock right here, that's all gonna be situated. Probably have to scoot that guy on over. Maybe scoot this one over a little bit. Exciting, because it's finally, we're in like the last stages, and probably by the time we're completely finished, it will be about a month. We've already been here for about a month. Again, we probably get the record book world record for the slowest move. Sweet, I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an Ikea hack that I'm gonna show you right here. With this little lamp here, this was only 50 bucks at Ikea. There's a big stand behind the couch, little clip-on little light here. We've seen this in the vlogs many times, but again, due to the weight and the bar, it actually hangs down pretty low. So you get a little bit of a little hook thing that you just screw into the ceiling, and with a little bit of a hook to it, and I've hooked it on in there, and then you back it on up, and then boom, bada bing, bada boom, centered it up on the couch. Coffee table, of course, go back right here. Let's begin the entertainment center now. This, my friends, is how you do it all by yourself. You outsmart the entertainment center. We got a Macy's box on top of a stool, on top of my other entertainment stand, saran wrap little towel so I don't scratch it, and it works out perfectly. And always, remember, I think I told you this when I moved out, I always write down the, ow, my goodness gracious, look at that, I've ran into a sound bar. You always write down the specifications exactly how it was before, if you like that setup. I loved the even spacing, but the only thing I'm kind of considering now is I need to be just slightly above that outlet right there. When it's actually pushed back against the wall, that outlet should be not covered up. So we're gonna go ahead and play around with that a little bit. Just out of curiosity, I think we have another construction fail, because that outlet is way too high up there. We're looking at, from the top right here, we're looking at about 75.6 inches all the way to the carpet, to the very top right here. Now, no one's gonna hang a TV, so if I hang my TV right there in the middle, you're gonna see the cord going down to the TV from up there. Yeah, it's only gonna be probably maybe 8 inches of cord going to the top of the TV, but the whole point of this is for cord management, so it's just a TV up there. And even if you were here in person, you would literally look at those outlets up here, and it's just way too high up there. I mean, it would work if I had like an 80-inch TV, but I have a 50 right now, so it just doesn't really make sense, unfortunately, right now. If I own this home, what I would do is I would literally drop those down, recut, and then obviously these things would cover up the holes, or I would patch them and then bring those two down. But they need to literally be a solid 2.5 feet lower. So that was another construction fail. I'm starting to see a few of those fails around here. Sorry guys, I love you, but you construction workers, I mean, are we preparing for the future for like 100 inches? You know what I'm saying? What's the deal? It's currently 5:57 p.m. Let's go ahead and get a fresh cup of coffee in the books before we get back into that. We also need to go back upstairs and hit publish on the vlog. It is now ready. Folks, sorry about a little bit of the flicker on the screen here, but guess what? We're gonna do it another round of shout outs. Unfortunately, we can't do shout outs every single day. I wish I could. I would just be like making a whole vlog of shout outs. We're gonna be featuring some people. So it's gonna go kind of quick here because we have 4 to go. So let's go ahead and go number 1. And the first one up is, I believe you pronounce it Mick Jury. And then 696969. And then sweet, some sweet subscribers. I like that. Let's go ahead and bump that up right there. Some films with the family. I love it. Family is awesome and so very much important. And it is /user McJerry, and then 3 rounds of 69s right there. You could type that in the search bar and you are good to go, my friend. Have a great time with the family, and I hope you get bumped on up to 25,000 by next month. Next up is gonna be Jess Param. Jess Param just got started on YouTube. All right, let's go ahead and see that bumped up. We have 1 subscriber. Let's see that over 100 by next week. Sweet. That is the full channel URL right there. Very cool. Shout out to Jess Param. Next up is gonna be Cricket Boyd. URL user I shop for you too right there. Type that in, or Cricket Boyd in the search bar. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and bump up that subscriber rate right there. I want to see over 250 by next week, which would be awesome. So shout out to you, Cricket Boyd. Thank you for watching. And our final shout out of the day is gonna be for Dylan Hamilton. And that is his channel URL right there. 42 subscribers, awesome. Overall sweet subscriber rate, but I wanna see that at 10 million by 2 months, baby. 2 months, 10 million, that's what I'm talking about, goals, baby. It's all about goals. Shout out to you. Have a great week. Let me show you guys something real quickly here that we just found out, which I was particularly curious about. Now, through this little hole right here, again, this is gonna be my butterfly anchor. We're gonna go 1 screw into the actual stud. Over here on the 3rd one, I got my little magnets all over the place. Very strange. We're looking at, some of these are literally 14 inches apart, and then we go like 1 right here, which is like 8 or 9 inches because there is the cord management here. Very strange. And then we skip over to like 16 plus, and then we go back to like 14 inches. Anyway, the layout is really weird. My first apartment, we actually had a piece of plywood behind 2 sheets of drywall. This one is actually just 2 sheets. As we can see right there, the first sheet ends where the kind of the brown circle is, and then it goes 1 more, and then the insulation is through the back of that there. And then of course the neighbor will have the exact same thing. I thought there was gonna be a sheet of plywood like my first apartment, but you know, sound is still legitimate with, again, 2 sheets. Older construction, definitely only 1. And another hack of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is if you do not want to have drywall all over your carpet, while you're drilling, literally hold it right below it, drill, and then everything will be sucked up as it falls literally straight down into the vacuum. I do not have 1 drop of drywall anywhere on the floor there. Absolutely fantastic, and trust me, a lot of drywall comes out of that kind of hole. Good day to you. I hope you enjoyed that action. A lot of construction talk, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. We actually did not get everything I needed to get done. We are still on only one drawer up there. Got a little too late and was helping out the missus, and so we still need to do the other one and also the television, which we will get to today for today's vlog for tomorrow. God bless you, God protect you, remember Carpe Diem, baby, and live your dream. Come along the ride. It's gonna be like a roller coaster where it goes up and never comes down. That's more like a hot air balloon. Later! Oh. No big rigs allowed. Nah! These big rigs